With parkour, a lot of people have this huge misconception that we jump buildings and we do all this reckless stuff that we're going to get hurt. And it's not it at all. It's about overcoming obstacles, and whether that obstacle is a 10-foot wall that you need to jump and scale and climb, or if it's just a park bench that you just need to walk over instead of going around, going under a railing of a bike rack. Parkour is so easy to do, and a lot of people think that you need to be able to jump buildings and be reckless and do stupid stuff to do parkour, and that's not it at all.
We get the cops called on us a lot just because people don't like it. We don't break anything, we don't interrupt classes, but sometimes they just don't like us being here.
I started parkour about 8.5 years ago. I decided I wanted to teach myself to backflip, and about 2 days I was doing backflips, and I was at school doing a backflip off a vending machine, and someone approached me and asked, "Do you do parkour?" I had no idea what that was, so he told me that I should go YouTube it because I'm pretty much doing parkour and freerunning. So I went home, searched Google, searched YouTube, and I was absolutely blown away. So I started training online tutorials and teaching myself, and I actually progressed so fast by myself. But then there was a point where I stopped progressing and I learned as much as I possibly could. Then I met other people who were far greater than me, and that pushed me even higher. So the first actual, I guess, event or competition I ever did through parkour was a TV show called Jump City Seattle. And this was on G4 3 years ago or so, and it was a blast because I actually got to meet a lot of the guys that I watched on YouTube, and I started learning tutorials and training from, and I looked up to, and they were my idols, and I'm now competing with them in this TV show. So it was very surreal and very, this incredible moment. From then on, I just continued to strive and become even better, and then, if I wasn't hooked at that point, I definitely wasn't after the show.
Here we have the noble animal cracker surveying its natural habitat of Gainesville, Florida. Unbeknownst to them, its only predator, the Drew, is ready to strike.
So I started looking around, I came here, and I was like, dark side, that sounds kind of scary.
We are the side of fitness that you won't find at any other gym. So all the other gyms will advertise themselves as the Jedi Temple, and we're the dark side.
I was looking to teach parkour. It's like, oh, we're actually looking for a teacher. That would be awesome. Come meet me and talk to me about it. So I talked to them, and they loved the idea. So this was essentially an MMA gym, but now we teach parkour and freerunning here as well, and they're fine with it. They love it. It's not, it's very integrated. It's not, you're over there and we're over here. We're crossing paths, we're jumping around. I hit the mat and roll around with them every once in a while. They teach me stuff, I teach them stuff. I want to see this gym grow. I want to see more people coming in. I want to see dozens of people a night. I want to see new people every night. I want this gym to be huge to the point where we can have our own facility. And I think parkour is wildly growing is you don't need to have much. You need a pair of shoes, if you even want shoes, and that's it. You can go out anywhere and do it with anything. Doing parkour freerunning definitely is a good base for fitness and for people who are just looking to start doing something. You don't need to be fit and strong and agile and reflexes of a cat and ninja to do parkour. You start parkour if you want to get those things. And that's something I think that a lot of people don't think about. So anyone out there who's looking to get into parkour, my advice would be to try to find someone in your area who is already doing it. I have yet in my 8.5 years of training parkour and freerunning and all my travels, have I ever met someone I disliked. Everyone is really cool and very open to teach anything they know. The kids that train with me, they're not my students. They're not people who come here and I'm just training. No, I consider them like my brothers, my sisters, my family. I take care of them, I help them out, I watch out for them. We all go out to eat, we hang out. They're my friends, they're my family.
It's a great outlet, a great way to meet people. The community is amazing. A great way to use your body instead of sitting around and playing video games. Just all around fun.
So I tried out for American Ninja Warrior, and I wasn't sure how I would do. Like I was hoping to do well, obviously, but after completing like that first round in LA, the adrenaline and everything got to me. I almost like had such bad tunnel vision. I don't remember my run. I remember hitting that buzzer and just being like, wow, I actually completed this course that not that many people get to, and this is my first year. I had no real training for it. I was pretty blown away, and I give all my credit back to my previous training in parkour and free running. My first year trying out for American Ninja Warrior, I went to Japan. Like I was one of the 10 guys who actually went to Japan. It was crazy. Never thought I'd make it even half that far, but getting off that plane and being the first time in a different country with a bunch of these amazing athletes that I did not feel like I was in the right place. I didn't feel like I deserved to be there because I just happened to show up, did all right, did even better at the boot camp, and now I'm in Japan competing on another TV show. It was crazy.
Drew Dreschel is set to go. This 5'9" car detailer from Florida has established himself as one of the most athletically gifted competitors in the field
and one of the most confident.
He says he always thinks
I'm getting ready to run the course, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm just gonna take it the same way I did in LA. I'm just gonna go attack it and do what I do, try to have fun with it. And halfway through running the first course, I had a bad dismount off the rope swing. I landed on one leg and tried to twist while still taking impact, and I pretty much utterly destroyed my leg. I tore my ACL, my MCL, both my lateral and medial meniscus. I had cracked my femur and chipped my tibia. I had to have reconstructive surgery on my ACL by using my hamstring. So on top of all that, now my hamstring is, you know, severed too.
He came in and was like, can you get me back to try out again next year? In the beginning, it was really slow, and a lot of it with him was just trying to keep him not from doing a lot of things. He's like, I can do all this stuff. I just landed on my opposite leg. I was like, yeah, but I don't need you blowing out your opposite leg while we're in the middle of rehab. He started the end of July. His surgery was the end of August, and his last official physical therapy appointment was in January.
But physical therapy was tough. I was not expecting it to be that difficult. I've never had a major injury or a surgery before, and just the feeling of not being able to do something with your body that you've always been able to do your entire life, I did not like that. It was, I don't know how to explain it. It was very discouraging, but from then on, I was coming back next year. I had my mind set on coming back and making it to finals. My life revolves around parkour, free running, teaching, the gym. I travel for it. I don't know. I go out, I'm walking around with friends, and I can't help but to look at the architecture and think about what I could be doing. Well, I could be doing this flip there, I could be jumping to there, and that's all I can think about now. So I came back this year, 2012, for the 4th season American Ninja Warrior. There's no real holding back. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go as much as I can. I'm gonna be as aggressive as possible. And I was just hoping that my leg was gonna hold up for it.
Right before Drew took the course, but he seems to be handling it well.
And here we go. Drew Dreschel pointing at the half-pipe attack where he blew out his knee last year, said he was ready for this rematch. Oh!
And it was right here.
The rope spinning around.
It was on that impact where he hurt his knee. What a relief for him to get through that.
I've been doing this for so long. It's not a sport. It's not a hobby. This is my lifestyle.